first carry now for David Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The numbers for Beckham in last week's effort. 6 catches, 95 yards, and a score.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And all the way down to the 26. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he finds Montgomery complete.
Wentz's pass.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
He was covered by Kevin Byard.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, we should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The ball carrier.
Michael Brockers in on the stop.
42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain there of 21 yards.
Complete to Jordan Reed.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Dancing, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got daylight. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way. Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go. But still, and the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Tagovailoa's pass intended for Jerry Jeudy. Incomplete.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They go play action here on 1st down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10 as... They look to add on to this 10-point lead.
39-yard line.
56. Mike.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 14. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Brings up third down.
Working from the gun, Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Tunga Vailoa's pass.
Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a pick.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On the pickup.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first is Wentz. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and a route is on here in this first half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Jordan Reed.
The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
From the gun, it's Tua. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And the Chargers first down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his